this does not drive exactly the same. You will probably not notice it. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video where I'm here at beautiful Maserati Alfa Romeo of Daytona Beach here in Daytona Beach, Florida. And behind me, I have something a little bit more subtle as far as a 2020 Alfa Romeo goes. Now, I've been showing you guys cars that have been very up there in price point. The most expensive Stelvio we have, the most expensive Giulia, the Giulia Quadrifoglio, all in the upper 50s, 60s, and 70s. I want to show you guys an Alfa Romeo that is more affordable, the cheaper model, as you will. And I want to say cheaper as in, it's cheaper as it is more cost friendly. All right, so an Alfa Romeo that I have right behind me that I'm going to highlight today has only 2 packages on it and is a price that I think you guys could agree with. So I'm going to show you guys what this has and what it doesn't have, and see if this is going to be enough for you to fall in love with the Alfa Romeo Giulia and still be content. Here's some things that don't change whether you have the sport package, whether you have the Lusso luxury package, or whether you have the entry-level model here. The same engine, the 2-liter, all right, inline 4-cylinder, 280 horsepower, 8-speed ZF transmission with 306 foot-pounds of torque. You'll get that regardless, all right? No matter what trim, the Giulia only comes with that power variant if you get the 2.0. All right, if you get the Quadrifoglio, it's a different model. And then the same as far as the trunk space. Nothing changes. You will have this all throughout the Giulia range, which is 13 cubic feet of space. All 3 seats fold down. Battery is on the right hand side there. All right, so that is something that you'll always get. You'll always get also a carbon fiber drive shaft as well with this. I mean, a lot of the same DNA system, and no pun intended because this has the DNA driving system, but a lot of the same DNA system is between the packages. All it is that changes it is if it's the entry-level model, the sporty model, or the luxury model. So you will get everything the same. You don't have to worry about that. Also, your fuel economy, you're looking at 27 combined, 24 city and 33 highway. And with that, you do have to do premium fuel for these vehicles in order for them to run right. That is required for the Giulia. So in front of me here, I have a murdered out 2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia wheel drive. Murdered out means black on black. Black exterior, blacked out trim pieces, and black interior. And this starts a price at $39,000 base price US. So with that said, I'm going to show you the 2 packages, additional packages that it has on it to get it to its actual price once we break it down in the sticker. But this is a entry-level base model, and this looks really good for that price. Now, for only having 2 packages on it, this looks phenomenal. Now, what I'll tell you guys is, I said black on black. Well, black on black means it has the Nero Edizione package. That is the black package for the Alfa Romeo Giulia. So what you'll get is the blacked out V-grille up front. So you will see that done in black with this package. What you'll also get is the dark meat-on finish on the mirror caps. All right, so it's not the same as the Alfa black paint job here that comes standard. All right, you also have with that Nero Edizione package the 19-inch wide spoke wheels, and with the wide spokes wheels they come in black because you have that package. All right, so if you do the package, you'll get these wheels and you'll get them in black. You also have the monochrome cap right there in the center. All right, over the insignia that's fully colored, and then you do have yellow brake calipers with the black script, which I think that's like the highlight of the exterior of this car. The all black looks good, but those yellow calipers, how they pop, it just makes it look like a bumblebee. I really love that look. Also, with the blackout package, you will get the blacked out window moldings, all right? So you'll get these window moldings if you get like a sport package as well. But since you have the Nero Edizione package and no sport package, you will still get the blacked out window moldings as opposed to chrome. Another thing you'll get in the blackout package, well, let's roll over to the rear here. You'll get that Giulia badge done in black versus the chrome, all right? And you'll get the exhaust tips done in black versus the chrome. All right, so it does look really good with the blackout package, especially on a black vehicle. And I think it looks exceptionally good when it's the Alfa black over the Volcano black, only because the Volcano black is such a metallic sparkly black that the two don't really mesh too well. I mean, even with the, dark meat finish for the caps here, you can tell it's not the same black as the actual paint job, all right? This is a glossy black. Now, if you had the metallic black on here, you would definitely be able to tell the difference. So I think this is the best spec if you're doing the black on black look with the Alfa Romeo Giulias, just because they look a lot better together. You do also, for 2020, get the same headlight setup that you're used to from before, the bi-Z9 headlights. All right, so you do see those with the daytime running LEDs, and then you do see the turn indicators there. Your turn indicators will also flow over to your side view mirrors. So you'll see your turn indicator flushed inside of there. I know a little harder to see with the daylight shining on it, but this Florida sun is relentless. Now, also here in the rear, you'll have the same LEDs that you're used to for the tail lights as well. So same great look there for the LEDs. They look really good at night. Again, the Florida sun kind of is a buzzkill when you're doing these during the day, but you can kind of get the gist on how great, how illuminated, and how visible they really are. So now let's check out the interior of this 2020 Giulia rear-wheel drive. Well, as you can see, we talked about it earlier, black on black. So you do see Netto all the way around, all right? Black standard seats. You can choose between the Lusso seats with the cannoli leather and the sport seats. With the entry-level model, you will get those standard seats. They are pretty good on comfortability. They are very wide, all right? So they feel very good on your body, on your legs. You have plenty of space inside of these things. Only thing is, if you were to do some hard cornering and driving, you do get a little bit of slip and slide if you don't have those bolster sport seats that are really form-fitting and hold you in. But for everyday driving, this is a great seat for you. Also, once you step inside, you will see for 2020, there is the new steering wheel layout. All right, so you have the nice leather-wrapped flat bottom steering wheel. You also have the new perforated leather inserts on the insides on each side there. All right, you have the new aluminum kind of center like arm, I would say there, and the plastic piece that we don't know too much about. Alfa Romeo insignia in the middle, start-stop button right there on the side, and then some nice gloss black insert trim pieces around all of the controls here for your voice command, your volume button, radio, and over here for your cruise control. Let's not forget our home link there. All right, and we have our mirrors with the light. All right, and then right here we have our controls up top where we have our dome light, we have our reading lights, and we have our floodlights with the SOS button there too as well. And then you gotta go down, look at that storage space inside of the glove compartment. I mean, nothing too crazy. Got a nice like shelf up there on the top, and then the kind of deeper space in there for documents. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty chill. Now, this specific car has another package on it. Remember I told you 2 packages were on this car. The one on the exterior was a Netto Edizione Blackout Package. This one is the active driver assistance, all right? So you have the basic driver assistance package that gives you active blind spot. So you do have that there. We'll dig deeper into it once we get into the sticker, but you can see the triangle there is for that active blind spot. Now this is new for level 2 autonomous driving for 2020 that Alfa Romeo has added. And I just did a video driving and using these systems in another video. So if you guys want to check that out, I did it in the Stelvio and I showed you how the new systems work for the level 2 autonomous driving. But that's the second package. Those are the only 2 packages this car has on it. So I'll show you what that all equals up to in a moment here. But you guys know also what's new for 2020. Let's start the car and you'll be able to see it here. All right, you can see that Alfa Romeo insignia light up. And you will notice that that is the 8.8-inch touchscreen, which is also new for 2020. Now, I've done videos on this as well, going a little bit deeper into what the touchscreen actually does, all right, the different functions, all right, the pros and cons. We are very transparent here, so we let you know everything, all right, pros and cons. Not everything good, not everything bad, all right, but that is a new touchscreen there. So this is something that is just standard with the car. You don't have to upgrade. Everything is an 8.8-inch touchscreen, which is awesome. You guys also know about the new button layout, the new gear shift there, and the new buttons, all right? So you do have the perforated leather on the gear selector there. For this model, you do not have paddle shifters because it's not a sport model. So you notice, no paddles. You can still do your shifting though. 2-track system for this 8-speed ZF. Trigger, go back, and we're in drive. We push up, we're in neutral. We push up, we don't go to reverse. We gotta use that trigger, and now we're in reverse. Press P, we're in park, all right? But if I want to do that shifting, I need to get to manual there. So I move it down to drive and then push it to the side. Now I can press up to downshift and pull back to upshift. All right, so you can do that. All right, you also have your little trace piece for your key there. All right, so you can put your keys there. You have your electric parking brake. All right, you have your volume control. We can turn up and down the volume, change your tracks, turn off the radio and pause it. You also have your DNA system here, which is your driving modes, advanced efficiency, best on fuel economy, good for highway or cruise control, natural, great for everyday driving, and dynamic. When you're really trying to punch it, your sportiest, most aggressive driving mode. All right, then you have your buttons here and toggles for your infotainment. So you have the big toggle switch that's able to scroll all the way through your infotainment here. You can move left, and left is back. You can go forward, and you can also twist up and down and press on the top of it to select anything as well. So you can see that I'm scrolling past without using the touchscreen, or I can use the touchscreen and do the same functions as well. You also have the home button and setting button there for the quick settings. All right, now you have your new armrest section here, where you have the section for wireless charging, but this does not have the $200 wireless charging option. So this is a great place to put your phone, store your phone, but you won't be using any kind of wireless charging there. You'll have to use the USB plug here, all right? Or you can use the USB 2.0 here, the aux, or the USB-C right in there. But this does not have the wireless charging. That is for your key fob, just in case your key fob battery runs low. You need to put your key fob there to get a better signal for the RF transmitter to start the car. Other than that, that is your setup in there. And then again, you guys see the cup holders there. Very controversial design, as we always mention, but they do not have the door any longer. They are exposed cup holders for 2020. You have extra storage there, your 12 volt and that USB that I spoke about. You also have your HVAC controls. You can get the heated seat option and heated steering wheel option. That is an additional, but you do have your dual zone climate there. All right, now with that said, up here in the touchscreen, you can see that you do have the driver assistance, and the driver assistance, now that we have everything here, we can actually go into it and select our active blind spot assist. All right, so we have that because that is an added option that we put it on this vehicle. All right, so just to show you guys that it's actually there, this car will move you back to your lane if it shows that you are moving over when you are changing lanes and another car is in your blind spot or next to you. It will move you back because Alfa added electric steering for the level 2 autonomous driving. So just some of those things that I wanted to let you know that they had, but not necessarily that it's new to the market. It is just something that is there now for 2020 for Alfa Romeos. Now, pretty standard on the doors here. No extended leather package, which is something you can add here, where you'll have leather on the uppers of the doors and you'll have the contrasted stitching. Same with the upper dash. This is all plastic here, but it's a nice soft plastic, but it is still plastic nonetheless. And you also have it on the center here. You do have the stitching here on the armrest with a nice softer feel. But other than that, the extended leather package kind of adds a little bit more class into it. Same with the trim levels. You can also do the trim like the aluminum trim. You can do the carbon fiber. You can do the walnut wood. I mean, just a bunch of different kind of options for the trim there as well. This one has the black or dark wood, shall I say, on it. So this still looks good for the standard model. I think it does a really good job. As far as the odometer there, everything that you're used to for Alfa Romeo. Now this 7-inch TFT screen is a little bit more updated for the graphics. A lot more clearer, I think, in my perspective, just seeing them from the versions before, but nothing pretty much new there. You've seen everything that has to do with. If not, make sure you check the videos previous to this one, and I'll go into all the details there. You do have your lighting controls here. All right, you have your light for your odometer. You also have your parking sensors where you can turn on and off here, and your start-stop button right there as well. So in case you were looking at those. Now, underneath here, you can see that my foot is on the pedal, but if I take it off, it is the rubber pedals. You can also have the aluminum pedals as an option as well. That is not on this vehicle, but it doesn't really matter as much. I feel like with the aluminum pedals, you kind of get a better feel of the car. I feel like maybe the rubber's a little squishy, but they all work the same. It's not necessarily anything that you need, but it's something that you can get. Now let's step into the back of this car. Now, not a bad look here. You guys can look at my hairy legs while I show you my leg space being 5'11". You can see that I have plenty of room, and that also helps because of the concave curvature of the seats in the rear here. So that also helps. You have your HVAC vents here in the back. All right, and you have your one USB port. It is a USB 2.0, not a C. The only C plug-in you have is in that armrest. But other than that, the back is as standard as the front. Standard seats, nothing too special about them. No Alfa Romeo insignia in the headrest like up front. And in the rear, it's just the plastic setup as you've seen on the other parts of the door. So nothing too crazy, but you do have the aluminum door handles, which I think that was nice to set everything inside. You have your lock button there, you have your window switch, you have your stitching there, and you have your speaker right there and speaker there. Other than that, the back, there's not much to talk about. The standard stuff that you would normally have are cup holders. All right, so you have 2 cup holders there, and all 3 seats do fold down. If I want to fold down that middle seat, pull the tab here, and there you go. Middle seat fold down so you can get to the back, and then the seats for on each side there, just pull the tab there, or you can do it from the trunk. But other than that, I mean, yeah, that's it. There's not much to tell. It's still a beautiful view looking from the back up to the front. It's still pretty comfortable as far as the seats go. You can probably fit 3 comfortably here. I would say if I put my feet right here, you have somebody with a foot on each side, and still do it justice. I think that you'll find yourself sitting comfortably with 5 in the back. Now, one thing you guys are gonna want for this Giulia is an exhaust. The 2-liter is very lackluster in sound, and I have brought that up a couple of times before because people do ask me, what does the exhaust sound like? And I'll rev it a couple of times for these videos, and I will put it on the back, and take it for a drive so you guys can hear the accelerations, but it's not really much to tell. A lot of people, or a lot of clients that I've had in the past, I've brought the Giulias back up here with, muffler deletes or, cats and all that kind of stuff, and it sounds very good. You guys have seen those videos. I really suggest that if you get any of the 2.0 Giulias, no matter it's a Lusso, TI Sport, or if it's an entry-level model, they're all the same engine, all the same exhaust setup. They're gonna need an aftermarket exhaust. I'll prove it to you guys now. Now, I've driven tons of the Alfa Romeo models, working here and being here doing the reviews. I have driven and maybe 3 or 4 of the 2020 models, but they were all Stelvios. I have yet to drive a 2020 Giulia. I'm about to now let you guys know if it still drives like an Alfa Romeo Giulia should, given that it now has the level 2 autonomous driving. Now, safety first, all right. And again, as I mentioned, I did do a video on the driver assistance, which I'm not gonna do right now. I'm just gonna show you guys how this drives. But the driver assistance package, all right, I did show you a more in-depth look at that in a couple of previous videos. So if you do want to check those out, make sure you do, so you can see how the new level 2 autonomous driving works. What we really want to do now is just check and see how well this car drives, and does it drive like a Giulia should. I'll quote that. The previous model years was a different setup. Now with level 2 autonomous driving, these cars tend to drive for you. It's safety technology. It's a safety net. It's not meant to take over, but it's meant to help you and help guide you through. You can always turn those systems off, but with having the systems on, a lot of people are kind of conflicted because they want the extra safety and peace of mind, but at the same time, they want these to drive like sports sedans, and that's what Alfa was built on. Alfa Romeo was built on racing and driving, and the driving experience, the emotion and passion. So we're about to find out how well this does. Let's just skip all the nonsense. We're gonna start off in dynamic mode. Reason being, because we're here to have fun. This is 280 horsepower, 306 foot-pounds of torque, a top speed of 159 miles per hour, all right, and you have a 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds, all right. So this is here to really just crank it up and just, enjoy the drive. So with the comfort seats here, like again, taking turns, you're gonna find yourself able to move around a lot. There's a lot of extra, flex, and if you have the sport seats, you're glued to these seats, you're not going anywhere. But so far, Alfa has such such a comfortable ride. This car glides. I mean, the perception of speed is just incredible. You would think you're going 30 miles per hour, you could be going 60. That's how much it's a comfortable ride. You know, and then once you want to kick it up and you want to just do one of those, then you can. Now, just in that quick lane change, I can tell, just like with the Stelvios, that the steering is not as sharp and responsive as it used to be. I have to really crank it over to get over. You know, I have to, put more into it in order to move the car from left to right. And now that's not to say that this thing doesn't take corners like a champ still, because Alfa designed it to do so. I'm saying that compared to the previous model years, you can notice a difference if you've driven those cars a lot. Again, I'm no expert, but since I've, worked at the dealership and done plenty of reviews, I can't tell you how many Alfa Romeos I've driven. I've lost count. So I can tell the difference between the two. This thing, the Brembo brakes, stops you on a dime, and I make sure there's nobody behind me, okay? The 8-speed ZF, super fast, the 280 horsepower, 306 foot-pounds of torque, I can't even say it. It gets you to the speed where you need to be. There's no doubt about it, all right? Now, like I said, the steering could be a little bit sharper, but, that's what we're here to find out, man. All right, so I'm gonna put this in manual mode. I don't have my paddles, and I'm normally used to the paddles. I like the paddles better, but I can do either or, and Alfa makes it super easy for you. All right, I'm in manual. Kick back. It's super quick with the flick. I'm at a speed limit that I shouldn't be at a very quick pace. And it's smooth like butter. The transitions between the shifts are super smooth. I love driving these things, man. It's just... So you can see I'm moving around a lot when I do that. Just again, the seats, the standard seats will work well and they're comfortable, but if you're going to be doing some spirited driving, you're definitely going to want the sport seats. We're going to make a sharp turn here and really kind of test this out, because like I said, I know doing this stuff, yeah, I notice it, but I definitely want to make a turn that's going to be worthwhile. Forget I'm in manual mode, so downshift. I'm just doing it like it's flicking it, but yeah, okay, let's try this. Put it back in automatic. Quick turn like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can get squirrely in this real quick. But it is a rear-wheel drive model. You can do the Q4, which is the all-wheel drive. You plan on driving up north. You don't really need the all-wheel drive here in Florida. Not too often to where you'll get any kind of cold roads to where it's going to be a problem for you. You're going to have sticky roads here, so your tires will do the trick. And again, these Brembo brakes are more than enough to get you stopped at a decent time. Just wow, you're going to have some fun. And again, it's practical. If I want to put it in advanced efficiency and get the most fuel economy out of it, I can. If I want to put it in natural driving because I'm in bumper-to-bumper traffic, I can do that. And if I want to put it in dynamic, which I am in now, and I want to rip it around the block real quick, like I am now, then all I have to do is this. And wow, okay. Let's not get pulled over today. Let's obey the rules of traffic. But wow, guys. This does not drive exactly the same. You will probably not notice it. I'll tell you that. You will probably not notice it. All right, so if you're wondering, does it drive the same? For the most part. Do you wonder if it's a deal breaker for you? No. Do you wonder if you should get the car? Yes. There's your answers right there. All right, so you guys are wondering, what is the price of this 2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia rear-wheel drive? Well, I told you the 2020 start at a base price of $39,345. Now this does have 2 optional packages on it and a destination charge of $1,295. After that, you're looking at a total price of $42,890, a very affordable version of the Alfa Romeo Giulia indeed. Now, with that said, you do get 4 years, 50,000 miles for your basic warranty, and you did get a powertrain warranty for 4 years and 50,000 miles with roadside assistance, where it says certain restrictions may apply. Now, as I told you guys, the optional equipment starts with the active blind spot, all right? So with that is an $800 upcharge, and you get the active blind spot assist, the front and rear parking sensors, and the automatic dimming exterior mirrors, all right? So with that, you also have the Nero Edizione package, which I explained to you guys is a blackout package at $1,450. Now, the blackout package just doesn't black it out, but remember those wheels I talked about? Well, you do get the 19-inch dark metal wide-spoke aluminum wheels, all right, that helps that price. You also get the gloss yellow calipers with the black script there, and the black out monochrome center caps, the colored brake calipers, the dark metal grille there, the dark metal exterior mirror caps, the dark metal badging, and the dark metal exhaust tips with the gloss black window moldings and the perforated shift knob and that sport wrapped steering wheel. So all that and the $39,000 and the destination charge, that is your total price. All right, now let's not forget your standard equipment. Stuff like your rear backup camera, your 8.8-inch touchscreen, all right, your start-stop system, your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto standard, or your carbon drive shaft, all that stuff comes standard with this vehicle. And then there's everything else, LED tail lamps, LED running lamps, all right, your dual chrome exhaust tips, which this is not chrome because we have the blackout package, stuff like that. Run flats, I mean, it comes with everything standard with a couple additional equipment options. I think that, I mean, it really adds that nice little touch for not a lot of price, and then you come up with that price and you get a beautiful looking Giulia. So what did you guys think of this 2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia entry-level model? At 42,000 US dollars, after the destination charge, that's not too bad, only having 2 packages on it. Now with that said, this is nice for something that is a daily commuter, all right, something that you're gonna have some fun in, something that is very practical, but something that just looks stunning and really carries on that Alfa Romeo flavor that everybody loves. You're definitely going to get some heads turning in this car. It doesn't have to be super sporty, it doesn't have to be super luxurious in order for people to recognize and notice the specialness of this vehicle. But that is my opinion. I wanna know yours down in the comments below. Would you get an entry-level Alfa Romeo Giulia like this spec here? And if so, or if not, shall I say, why not? All right, now with that said, if you guys enjoyed the video today, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, help get it up in the rankings. More people can see it, and we have a bigger discussion on this more affordable, cheaper Alfa Romeo Giulia rear-wheel drive for 2020. Now with that said, if you guys enjoyed also the content and you want to help support the channel, you can always check the links down below. Those links have my one-time donation link for my PayPal in case you guys want to donate $1 or $2 to the channel. You can also check out the Patreon subscription, or you can do the Ron's Rides merch. Hey, get a t-shirt, get stickers, all right, get a coffee mug, get pillows, anything like that with the Ron's Rides merch on it and the logo. Make sure you check that out, or check out the social media, guys, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. Now with that said, make sure you subscribe, all right, so you can get these videos right away, and click the notification bell so you can get these videos straight to your inbox, and we will talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rides video. You guys be safe, drive safe, have a blessed day. Peace.